Hello and welcome to the video. Today we're doing something simple, kind of Valentine's Day-y, freestyle Hello Kitty kind of nail set. So let's go ahead with this peel off base coat. I'm going to apply this to all 5 of my nails. Now we're going to go in with the tips. I'm going to size them and start gluing them on. A really cool hack, if your glue doesn't dry quickly, you can use dip activator to get it to dry a lot faster. So I'm gonna do this for all of my fingernails. I'm just gonna add a little bit of dip activator. And now to make sure that the nails are even, I'm just gonna mark them with a marker just so I can go in and clip them faster. Now that everything is prepped, I'm going to apply a thin layer of base coat to lock everything in. Since I'm doing polygel nails, this is a very important step so that the polygel has something to adhere to. Part of the design is going to be these transfer foils, so I'm going to go ahead and apply the transfer foil glue and let that cure for about 3 minutes in the lamp before applying my transfer foil. I'm using a Hello Kitty transfer foil that I got from Temu. I really like the idea of encapsulating it so that it can have kind of a more 3D visual look to it. And here I'm just going to find out which angle I want the transfer foil to go in and start applying it. When you put it on, you want to rub it in vigorously so that you can avoid it tearing kind of halfway off and halfway on. On this finger, you're going to notice that apparently I didn't apply enough pressure when I was smoothing it in, so it tore weirdly. So I'm going to go ahead and reapply it and redo it and see if that fixes it. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, but that's okay. It still came out pretty cute. Now I'm going to go in with the Roslyn Poly Gel. This is the color Nude. I don't think it's a true nude color, to be honest. I feel it has too much orange in it, but I already applied it, so I was going to roll with it. It still came out super cute. And I'm only applying the poly gel up to the midway point because I want the design to show through when I go ahead and encapsulate it with clear later on. Creating that kind of ombre effect is going to go nude into clear. Before I apply my gel, I like to make sure that the brush is fully loaded with gel so that when I'm applying it, it's even and it's a good transition. I'm not kind of just dragging the gel over the top of the nail, it's really in the brush. So now we're going into filing. I'm just going to smooth out the shape. I'm going in with a 240 sanding band. I start off slow around cuticles and then I increase the speed as I start to want to remove some of the buildup of the poly gel, and then I'm going to go and finish file with my hand file to make sure that the shape is exactly where I want it to be. Before I start my designs, I like to use matte top coat to make sure that all of the little fine lines are 100% smooth so I can get the best outcome when putting on like my line art or drawing or doing Frenches. I'm going to be using Pat Pat Gel to do the designs. I've been obsessed with these Pat Pat Gel palettes and I've been buying them off of Amazon and Temu. They're just really good for line art, for doing ombres with the gel, and I'm kind of obsessed with them. I want to get every single one I find now. I wanted to make this bright pink a little bit more pastel, so I added a little bit of white to get the color I was looking for, and now I'm going to go in and just do little details. I decided I wanted to do like this ribbon design on my middle finger, so I'm gonna paint it out first so that I don't have to add color to my thick top coat, and I can just kind of overlay it and make it 3D that way. And of course I want to thank you guys for watching. We're about, I want to say, the midway point of the video, and so far so good. If you've made it this far, leave a comment ribbon. I think that would be a cute little Easter egg moment, and I'll also know how far you guys got in the video if you comment ribbon. And this is the JB Gin or Gin Gracia thick top coat. This is what I use to do my 3Ds and pretty much all of my videos when they're drawn like this. If not, it's probably going to be like a solid nail glue that I use for my 3D stuff, nail art. So now I'm gonna start doing my French. I'm planning on doing a French on my pinky and my thumb finger, and then adding some charms to that so that it'll be kind of simple and not too busy. And then I decided I want to draw some hearts on the 2 accent fingers, so I'm going to go ahead and add some little hearts into that like design just to give it a little bit more something. I'm terrible for doing this. I have this charm display and I constantly just rip the charms directly off of the display to not have to look for them. So then I'm having to replace them. Haven't done it yet, but I should be replacing the charms and putting them back on there. And then now I'm going to go in with a little bit more of that pink that I made earlier, and I'm just going to draw XOXO over the top because I felt like the nails needed a little more zhuzh. Now we're just gonna go ahead and do the last French, which is on the thumb finger. Once I'm done with this French, I'm gonna go ahead and place the last Hello Kitty charm on there, and I feel like the design is pretty much done after that. With a little top coat, the set is complete. Now I'm just going to go ahead and top coat all 5 fingers, cure them for 60 seconds, and add a little bit of cuticle oil, and the set is complete. I think that the set is really cute for something that I freestyled, kind of followed the vibe out of nowhere moment. I think it's a super cute Valentine's Day set, something a little bit out of the box and weird, but comes together really nicely. And here it is, the completed look. I think that they came out super duper cute, super Valentine's Day-y, and super fun. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!